these Dota facts. So there was a draft while we were talking about Dota Heroes nipples.
Yes, there was.
Night Stalker Pugna. I'm assuming Pugna's gonna end up mid. And
Sniper! Wow. I mean, there is Night Stalker. That's about it. That might not be a bad sniper game.
That's not gonna be awful. I definitely think he's, falls the usual sniper trap where he is kind of squishy, and if they can get on him, he is gonna die very quickly. That said, there's plenty of slowing and stunning and disables to prevent that from happening.
But he's got a team that can kind of be in front of him, so might be hard to get on. It's gonna be interesting.
Also, Pugna, again, a very good hero for Rubik.
That is true.
To steal spells from. Everything he has, you want, really. Decrepify, maybe not so much, but definitely, even then, Decrepify and your Arcane Bolt combo.
The one thing is his Q. His Nether Blast is powerful, but Rubik just doesn't have the mana for Nether Blast.
No, but one thing it does is Arcane Supremacy will boost Nether Blast damage onto towers.
Imagine though if he gets the suck and he can then heal his allies. Does it amplify the healing?
I don't know. I'm going to. You know what? Yes.
All right.
Magic damage.
You heard it here first. It amplifies the healing of your teammates. It's okay. We unlike the nipple situation, we can't fact check this.
No. Not when you heal your teammates. When you suck life away from the enemy.
Oh yes, I knew
healing your teammates is healing amp, so he would need to get a Holy Locket. Which I hope he doesn't do.
Alright, you heard it here first. It doesn't amp on healing. Again, we have no way of verifying this, so...
I'm confident that's actually correct. It will not amp when you heal someone.
Alright.
Also, I'm just gonna say, Faceless Void, way to be a team player, not do any funny animation.
What do you mean? You gotta all do the funny animation.
I know, and he decided to just be a brick.
So this is a 5 Snapfire. I like 5 Snapfire. She feels so item independent. I don't mind. I like it more in the 5 though, typically. Although with the Sardar, it's still such a powerful lane. Oh, this is a
definitely think that is. So oh my god, it is a Midlina.
Oh boy!
I was right! The only thing in the draft that I talked about ended up being true. Forget hero nipples and healing damage. Lena's in the mid lane, boys. We got it.
We did it. It's crazy. So here's the thing. I have a question. All right, I want a prediction. How many Tranquil Boots does Pugna buy?
0 because she's in the mid lane.
No, Pugna.
Oh wait, no, Pugna.
I say 3.
I think it's gonna be 2 in Arcane Boots.
We'll find out. What a trade. That is 2 for 2 bounty. Ultimately, not really a big deal. Man, I don't know what Radiant's going to do about this Beastmaster. It feels like he's just going to tear through their towers.
He is definitely going to be able to. The one thing is they might not necessarily get a kill on Juggernaut because Juggernaut's he has a way to get away from the boars.
You're not going to kill an Ogre because Ogre has roughly 8 million HP.
Yeah, but this is a lot of magic damage and slow here. Ogre has a lot of armor and quite a bit of regen. Doesn't have a whole lot of, magic defense.
Yeah, but the only real magic damage think, at least early, is probably going to be the faithful. I don't imagine Beastmaster's going to level axes.
Boar's poison is magical damage.
Does the poison even deal damage?
No, it doesn't.
No.
I mean, no, it doesn't. Oh, that's... Man, I am just... all types of bad facts today.
I was like, oh, that's a good point, and then I clicked on the board and saw it didn't deal damage.
This is why I get paid the big money for Dota analytics.
No, it's fine. It was a good thought, and that's what counts. That's what
One thing I will
always
point out:
told.
Lena in the mid lane, 4 denies, is already level 3, and Sniper's, only barely 3 core. Well, now he's gonna hit level 3, but was barely 3 cores the way to level 3.
Yeah. I feel like though the later this lane goes, the more powerful Sniper becomes. Lena's big advantage is her massive attack range, and Sniper can deal with that pretty well. And Faceless Void's the real winner. This man is just farming away, along with Juggernaut. Neither of them are having a hard time.
Well, that's because there's a constant struggle between Snapfire and Pugna at the moment, because Pugna is just gonna Nether Blast creep waves and run away. Because he's got like 1,500 move speed.
I missed it. I'm bad.
I wasn't expecting a kill in the mid lane this
I
soon.
also wasn't. I should have been paying more attention. Sniper almost dies, but manages to get the kill and with the salve. And forget what we said earlier. This lane is now firmly won by Sniper. I do believe. I don't think he has his 2 Wraith bands. He has his 2nd level of headshot. I don't think anything poor is going to happen in here.
That was also just a lot of right clicks and Lena in a bad position, thinking she can walk up on Sniper with spells.
No level in stun yet, so we'll finally get one at level 4, but too little, too late.
Yeah, and Sniper's 2 Wraith bands, and he's gonna have his boots coming out right now. So yeah, I think you're right. Sniper, he's definitely in a position better for this.
And he gets 2 of those denies too. He's having just such a great time now.
Well, Lena's not too far back in terms of CS, but that first blood kill definitely shoved Sniper.
Yeah, and also Sniper's got half a level advantage as well now. It's pretty significant here. The other lanes, surprisingly quiet. I feel like, especially with a Juggernaut, 1 stun could be a kill, but they're just not finding it. As soon as I say that, the spin comes out and Rubik will fall. I have perfect timing, apparently.
The legendary Rubik player goes down to a spin and stun.
Well, how it be when you're playing against an Ogre Jug. It always just feels so dirty. It's actually in the mid lane. Chaos has to be careful. Insane Chaos gets very low. So does Fathom. But,
he's got regen queued up, and he's got a Fairy Fire and boots, so... He's gonna have Assassinate after this creep wave, so... Insane Chaos definitely has to be a lot more careful and worry about his HP and hope that there's no vision.
With this creep, I think. He might just go for it. Oh, he doesn't have the mana.
Doesn't have the mana.
Unfortunate. But
Insane Chaos got a bottle up now in the mid lane, so...
That is 4 bounty runes for IBAD. Unless I am totally wrong. But I do believe yes.
Yes.
So that's what you want. As Faceless Void is just having a free game pretty much, it would seem.
Well, Snapfire's just been kind of keeping Pugna busy, so he hasn't really been able to Nether Blast anything except for Snapfire. And didn't get any levels in decrep, so not really going to do a whole lot in the lane. I think
that's rough.
I think the definite is, I think you definitely take a point in decrep, just if nothing else to prevent Faceless Void from last hitting or denying.
Yeah. As they do force Beastmaster TP home from the bot lane with the stun spin. The thing is the other big value from decrep is it's a very cheap way to ensure that the pull fails.
Yes.
Since they de-aggro from the decrep target. So not having it feels a little strange, especially since if you look at Icarus, he's just been sitting at the small camp constantly pulling.
Yeah, he's rarely been in a lane to make a real presence. It's basically been a 1v1 between Faceless Void and Night Stalker.
That is definitely a winning matchup for the Faceless Void, at least in the early game here. He already has his tread stun. Wow. He is flying. Another
now Night Stalker finally realizing it's nighttime, gonna run after Icarus, but he's got Cookie, he's got Scatter Blast. Just walk away.
He's gonna walk out. Now, I think even with that, now Fathom is just in a powerful position in this lane. I don't think Insane Chaos can really contest it as Beastmaster dies. Try to a spin stun.
Yep. Another spin stun in the trees. And here's the annoying thing about Juggernaut. Healing Word. Gotta bring him back up to full health. Eventually.
God, it's so frustrating. Andy's got the regen ring. As Icarus up top. Oh, dodges out. Will live. Will salve too. So gonna come right back to lane. Probably start to try and pull or something.
Missing bottom.
And it doesn't have the mana for another blast, but he has like a 500 move speed. The double bashes. And the death. Nothing wasted, nothing used.
This whole don't worry. You've got your you've got the fact situation, I've got the T-Tour situation. I
we
keep
got it.
missing these kills. It's A-okay.
Between us, we're gonna be alright.
Between us we make a caster.
Between us, if anyone decides to watch it, they might get part of a Dota 2 game.
Yep, exactly.
The first game went well.
Yeah. This one's also gonna go well. As, man, 5 a.m. Do you know what? I was gonna say, they seem to be winning their lanes, but oh no, Faceless Void, your courier gets killed. But it's still a dead even game. As,
courier died, but it got the Morbid Mask out to him, so...
Yeah, and down bottom, Lena's going for a gank. This is maybe optimistic, as actually Juggernaut gets the Omni Slash and Thug runs away from the creeps. That's not what you want to see. They are under the tower though, have to be a bit careful, but there are creeps, and I don't think it's going to matter, as actually Icarus has to be careful. The Laguna Blade is available, doesn't even use it, just getting a kill with the right clicks. Man, Insane Chaos's rotations, both of these games have just been insane. Once again, going for that Travels build-up though.
Even if Lena wanted to right now, she could have turned around to just Laguna Blade Rubik and he would have been dead.
Yeah. He's certainly in a lot of danger, as Rubik is actually trying to contest this Juggernaut. I don't think that's a play you want to make. Oh no, with the wand and the shout though. Now all Naked Duck can do is try and get to the bounty rune, but he will fail. The lift is there, and he will fall.
What a turnaround. The roar came out. I didn't think he had it or had the mana to use it, but proved me wrong.
Yeah, I also thought he was lacking the ability.
But yeah.
As Night Stalker, they're going in mid onto Fathom. They have the slow, a TP already coming in. Lena does have the Laguna, but a Chronosphere will actually come out and connect onto Lena, and now this is very dangerous as she will get bashed up hard and she will drop Rubik Mercari, securing the kill. And
the legendary Mercury Rubik.
And
what plays the right time.
What an unfortunate gank.
Had that stolen bloodlust to put onto his faceless void.
No, look at Bird. Down bottom. He just... The high to the creeps, I think he's gonna be able to walk out. Oh no, with the Hawk! The Fade Bolt! Mercury carries harder!
Doesn't die to a creep, he dies to the legend himself with an arcane bolt. And he's got his arcane boots to reload and he's ready to go.
What a team player. Pops the bloodlust on the Thug Potato. Looks possibly for another steal.
Oh, I think he wants that. He wanted that fire, the ignite.
Fortunately, not quite gonna be able to get it.
With his debuff amplification and the spell damage amp, ignite deals a lot of damage over a long course of time.
So far, Dire have the slight edge here, going into the breakup of the laning stage. But not too far behind, so no problems yet.
One pair of Tranquil Boots completed on the Pugna.
Yeah, I was actually just checking that. Will he go for the second? We'll have to wait and find out.
And he's got the Boots of Travels completed.
And going for Blink next. So, despite not playing the Windrunner, he's playing a similar game of Dota, it would seem.
I'm okay with the Boots of Travel because there's going to be a Beastmaster roaming around with right now a Necro book and soon to be a Necro 2. He's got it in the stash, and Lena can come and defend towers. Not a fan of the Blink Dagger. I think she needs the setup for the Light Strike Array. I think she definitely needs a Yule Scepter to really start and to dodge any assassinates, to save in Chronos if you need to.
Does feel a little strange. Man, look at this poor ogre. Despite how tanky he is, there's a significant amount of HP. But the game is kind of quieted down again. It feels like we've just entered the laning stage 2.0. We've just shifted the lanes a bit.
Well, 5 AM hasn't been the team making rotations. They've been responding to the rotations. Sniper's been static in his lane. Beastmaster, Rubik, the Snapfire's down here now. Probably because they want to set up to try and take the tower, but they've only been responding to the movements that IBAD has been doing. So, it's not nighttime, so IBAD just going to kind of hang back with Night Stalker, so there's not going to be a whole lot of movement. And I think 5 AM is fine with that.
Although, they go in. Ogre the first to fall, dies to the Snapfire ulti. Mercury gets saved by Red. The Faceless Void will take out the Lena. The Fire Slave is available. And actually...
Oh my... The cookie, the assassinate!
He will go down! And will he get out? Maybe. As Jug, the sole member of the game, not fighting, but this will definitely turn into a tier 1 tower for Dire. What with the lore.
Rubik ended up dying because he stopped to turn to cast Fade Bolt onto the Night Stalker and got hit with a void to the face.
Made the hero play. And that's a big fight for Dire. That is going to secure them. That pot to 1. And
if you look at that once again, 5 AM, they did try to go, they did use the Snapfire ult to kill the Ogre, but once again, really playing kind of a counter game, just as a result of them going on the Ogre and just really able to maneuver around and turn a team fight turn one kill into a really good team fight for themselves. As 3 heroes ended up going down.
Sniper is doing well for himself. Lena starts to fall off a bit. I don't think this blink is... I'm not certain about this blink dagger. I don't think it's the pickup. I don't think it's...
That's a Necro 3 complete on Beastmaster. And Cluckle's the courier. You better get the hell out of the tower range.
Oh no, and meanwhile, you know, you get the safe lane tower, but you're losing your mid T1. That's a costly trade.
Arguably the more important tower in the mid-tier 1.
Oh, yeah. I suppose maybe if you're on the side of Radiant, you want a few more items before you fight. Feel like you don't want a repeat of the last one.
I think at 5 a.m. they still have to be. They're being smart and they're being cautious about it. They could have continued to walk down through mid, but they recognize it's nighttime. Their sniper doesn't really have. They have no real escape for their sniper at the moment. Chrono's down. They decided to just kind of relax, back off, take it a little bit easier. They're not in a super rush to finish this game yet.
Yeah,
they can wait the few minutes for daytime before they start to push again. Let Sniper complete his Hurricane Pike, get more damage, do something, let Chrono come back up like it is right now, and then go back in and get ready to kill when they need to.
Unfortunately, they will lose their Snapfire. So, whatever ambitions of fighting they had, I think they will have to give up for now. I was just gonna say, Bird's been farming real well here. Has the Battle Fury keeping up with the Sniper and the Void? Going for the Sanj and Yasha this game.
Faceless Void going the opposite route, going single target damage with the MKB, Mask of Madness.
Look at this.
Gotta be careful.
Radiant, they want the hard kill of that Faceless Void, but without a Blink or a Yules, it's gonna be hard. And the thing, you need the Blink on the Night Stalker and the Yules on the Lina. I think right now I don't.
Went backwards.
I'm still not sold on this Lina Blink.
Me either. Night Stalker also going for a Crimson Guard. So gonna start building utility items.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with. But at some point he is definitely gonna want some kind of damage. So he can become a threat on his own. Other than just a crippling fear and big AoE silence.
Yeah, maybe at some point he'll go for the Ags. I feel like getting the Crimson is a good idea. There's a lot of physical damage.
Definitely think it's a good idea. He's gonna build up the utility. Their team was really lacking last game. Crimson Guard is a good one to go to as well. A lot of physical damage between Faceless Void, Sniper.
Speaking of the Sniper, the Blink actually proves useful. He tries to get out, but I don't think he's gonna escape.
See.
But meanwhile, though, Bird will get taken out in exchange.
And Chrono wasn't even used, so they can still go. Sniper also the only hero without any kind of escape. Well, he has it now with a Force Staff, but
it's positioning from Radiant. The smoke, they know it's happening, and it will actually pop. The jump in from the Faceless Void. He will get a Chrono here, but I don't know if that's necessarily a good one. As he gets stunned up, takes a lot of damage. He's silenced. He will drop. And now, next up, the Snapfire. And that was just a really unfortunate Chrono. Mercari here. Not powerful enough to survive 4 heroes, unfortunately for him.
Definitely the miscue from the Faceless Void was, I think it was Beastmaster as well.
Yep. He'll just get cleaned up. Yeah.
Yeah, he was seen by the ward up top on the ledge. But yeah, Red, he was decrypt when he went in and chronoed, so he was sitting for 2 or 3 seconds with not able to do anything because he was decrypt in a chrono.
Yeah, and I think actually right before the actually no, it mustn't have. I think it was actually the Lina got the LSA onto him to stun him further. So
yeah, that was true. Yeah, when his when decrypt was up, the LSA was there as well.
That's what you need for Radiant. That is evening out this game a lot.
Yeah, that turned out to be a really good fight. And one thing Radiant does have, IBAD has this game, low cooldown spells. They're kind of always ready to go.
Yeah, they're only...
Dark Ascension is their longest, really real long cooldown, and I guess Omni Slash as well, but everyone else, they're always ready to fight. Laguna Blade always up, Pugna's ready to go. Ogre, of course, multicast, you're kind of living and dying by chance, but you get a 2 or 3 time fire blast, it hurts. It adds up.
Oh yeah, Ogre's damage. It's only level 1 now, so still not a huge amount of damage. But once he starts to get the levels, and at 240, potentially times 3 multicast. That's
Four.
Oh yeah, that's right, times 4 multicast.
At the maximum level. Oh no, yeah, at the maximum level.
That's a lot of damage. But man, Chavkovsky, he has money. He's built the Aether Lens. Now's the time for you to buy the second Tranquils. Will he
Now's
do
the
it?
time you buy the Ags or the Yules.
Imagine if we're both wrong because he only buys one.
Well,
I'll feel bad.
he's
Oh
got
no,
a Shamu amulet queued up.
he's going for a Glimmer, maybe.
He's going for a Glimmer or a
I'll tell you what, though.
Stiffer's Edge.
Unironically, you know, it's fallen out of favor. The multiple Tranquil build. But if he's outside of the Chrono, he can save whoever gets chronoed. Like, it's actually powerful, this game.
Well, that's not even just with the lifesteal, just the Decrepify.
Yeah.
With the Aether Lens, if you don't get this Pugna, you don't get this Lena, you don't get this Ogre. There's a lot of stuns that the Radiant can throw into the Chrono as well to stop this Void.
And I do want to see a second Tranquil. I think 2 is just way too powerful. Maybe 3 is too many, but it's such good value on your healing, and also the mana.
You don't get mana from Tranquil Boots.
You don't get mana, but you give mana to your teammates. That's what I mean.
That's okay.
Like the real value of that spell is the fact that it's 1-to-1 with its health and mana. Like if you look at items, like for example, if you look at the Battle Fury components, right? The Battle Fury, it's 7.5 HP, but it's 325 mana. But a Pugna,
he went for the Glimmer Cape, by the way.
Glimmer feels a little strange just because
You
of
were
Chrono.
right. It does. Not even as a Chrono save. It just feels odd.
Yeah.
Like you're not a witch doctor. You don't. Your ultimate. You don't. You can cancel it and you can get it back in what 30 seconds.
7.
So yeah. So you have a 7-second cooldown. It's not. It's not like it's really that big of a deal.
Right. I think he's planning to use it more for his allies, but it just still feels a little strange to me. I feel like I'd rather see Ogre be building up that item.
Well, Ogre is also going for an Aether Lens now.
Aether is also a good choice on Ogre. The extra cast range will help him stun into the Chrono.
Yeah,
Juggernaut is going for an X.
He is. And the problem I've always had with Juggernauts, though, is that they never seem to really be the damage dealers they think they are.
Mm-hmm.
But with the Sanjay Yasha Battle Fury, I think he's built up good enough where he's not necessarily worrying about himself at the moment, or his own tankiness. And so I think it's going to be fine. I think he has enough damage right now, if he can get this Ags relatively quickly, to actually put a quick slash to use.
Yeah, and it's also, he doesn't have to worry about being the only damage dealer for his team. The rest of his team, they're all pretty good at dealing damage, even the Ogre and the Pugna. So there's lots of damage availability. Lena has a Blink, and now also a Shadow Blade.
I'm okay with the Shadow Blade, not as big of a fan as the Blink. I don't necessarily... I think you want one or the other. The reason... No, never mind, there's a fight.
They're gonna catch Beastmaster. That's just a creep kill, basically. That's what I call those pickoffs.
There's the Laguna Blade. But the Shadow Blade and Blink Dagger, they solve two different problems.
They're gonna catch Rubik, too. Probably here. I think Rubik's trying to escape, but I do not have
Blink
high
Daggers.
Yeah, that is a Fire Blast to stop that play.
Yeah. So, 2 quick kills in back-to-back succession. And that was the Rubik Blink Dagger reveal as well.
But, it feels so bad not having the Yules at this point on the Lina.
Yeah.
Like, you have the 2 null tallies, which is nice, and the bottom, but just the setup, the consistent mana regen, even the speed is really nice.
Yeah, Blink Dagger and Shadow Blade, they're two. You get one or the other. If there's an Invis hero already in your game and you think there's going to be a lot of detection, or if you're free to move around the map to set up, Shadow Blade is the way to go because it scales, it expands into a Silver's Edge. If you need a quick positioning and jump, you go Blink Dagger.
The Chrono, it is big. They are oh no! The Pugna, he's here with the save. The ultimate comes out. They are going to get back onto him, but now the Jug has to be very careful. Gets roared up, and actually, even worse, the Necro 3s are just giving vision. So they'll lose the Juggernaut in exchange for the Beastmaster. They've also lost the Lina, and now they have to start backing very quickly. Ogre the next to fall. Faceless Void has to be careful of the suck, but he will just force the Pugna into a TP, and now Dire will take this Aegis.
Yeah, Pugna, he went to decrypt the Luna, or not the Luna, the Lina, and didn't account for Snapfire ult.
So unfortunate. They're in such a commanding position, but just to get caught by that Faceless Void. And when looking at the Glimmer Cape, I was thinking about the Chrono. I didn't even think this Necro 3, it's not going to matter. He's got True Sight.
Yeah, that's another thing in, and he's got the blast completed. Poor Fred.
Rubik just gets picked by Laguna Blade. Just Laguna Blade things.
This is the thing. You're Shadow Blade, you're a Blink Dagger, so you have super mobility, and I guess with Lina you have a level 3 Laguna Blade, but they're 2 different solutions to the same problem of how do I get around the map. You don't really need both. Because you also have Boots of Travel, so I think Shadow Blade a bit unnecessary this game. I'd be okay if you just stuck with the Blink Dagger or even just the Shadow Blade. But both aren't really necessarily needed. But now she's queuing up an Ags, so pure damage, spell immune, piercing, Laguna Blade.
I would have liked to see something like... Maybe it's too late for an Orchid because there's already a BKB available, but some kind of control for this Faceless Void or setup for herself. Night Stalker has a Blink Dagger now, and actually, I don't know if they saw the Faceless Void, but if they find him, he is a pretty free kill. Lina will see him, stun him, but Radiant not in a position to follow up, unfortunately.
Radiant they were already running mid. Night Stalker just...
He'll get the stun, he gets the silence, he has to be careful of the Rubik who is there. And actually, they have to be careful of this Faceless Void as well, who pops the Chrono. He'll kill the Lina. The rest of Radiant are bailing out, although that could be very dangerous for Void. Actually, it was the small slash, not the big one.
Buys back.
If Jug had popped the... no, she might just die back. She gets lifted up, she gets pulled back. The Void tries to get the kill, but the suck is there, but it's not enough. As now, Faceless Void goes under the tier 2. Not at any risk, he still has the Aegis to stun. It will multicast twice. The Void is going to be able to leap off that damage, and they push very fast. Lina dead for 80 seconds. No buyback on this Jug.
Yeah, Lina, their 2 cores are dying back. Lina thought she was going to be safe with Chrono down, but there's a lift and a lot of damage. And a lot of sustain. Snapfire has the Guardian Grease even, so they're able to do this. And Rezi got Time Walk, he's got the Aegis. Probably going to be popped here.
That is a good pop.
Probably didn't necessarily want that, and I think they should just be trying to get out. Jug is back up now, and he still has an ultimate.
Yeah. He does. That's the one advantage. Man,
but they're not.
Oh, Red, they're playing with fire here. He'll time walk off the damage. Still no Lina for 30 seconds. They really want this melee, Rax. Radiant not doing a great job getting on top of them, but now Jug will go. The time walk, though, will prevent the Omni Slash from continuing, although actually it was just a Swift Slash again. Not willing to commit the ultimate just yet. No, back off. Go back to hitting the creeps. So only the tower is going to fall. The melee racks will slowly start to heal.
Oh, that's the power. We talked about the lower-ish cooldown spells of IBAD and the Radiant. Dire only has one large cooldown they ever need to worry about, and that's Chrono. They don't even need to necessarily worry about it. It's great to have it, but you have a lot of other damage and disable. Between, we saw right there the Rubik lift, and Lina was 3/4 of the way dead by the time she hit the ground with the sniper allowed to hit her.
Yeah, and also one thing that we have to consider is, despite the fact that Juggernaut's doing a good job of keeping up with the cores on the side of 5 AM, a lot of that money is put into the Battle Fury. So it's really like he's about 4,000 gold behind, as it were. But actually, this could be interesting, as Dire's not defending this top lane. There's 2 cores on Radiant here. They'll actually take this very quickly, now electing to teleport back on the Beastmaster and the Rubik. Roar is there, but ultimately, Insane Chaos, I think, is probably going to get out. And you're really happy with this exchange if you get everyone out. Although Mad Max may fall, likely to, as Red's here. Oh, the Blink is there. But yeah, with the stun coming in, it's going to be tough. He has an ultimate if he chooses to pop it. Will do so. The Nullifier is there, but it's not powerful enough. Go up to the high ground. We'll TP out. But yeah, that's really good for Radiant. That's basically a tier 3.
Yeah, you just... Oh, not quite. It's still up, but... I mean, they saved their bottom racks and took down a top tier 2, and there is a repair kit for the Dire as well, so I assume that's going to be used on it. But yeah, I mean, you got a free top tier 2 and a whole hell of a lot of damage on a tier 3 for a Night Stalker ult. And you're not going to complain about that. And you saved your bottom tower.
Yeah, that's the other big thing, is that was kind of like a D push as now. Mercari might be in trouble, has a blink, will blink out. But with that Fortify, I think they might lose a tier 2 here.
Yeah, and here they are to do it again.
Doing an excellent job of trading out here.
Radiant found out. They found the secret. If you want to try to push our towers, they can take towers a lot faster. Between this Lina and this Juggernaut, and Rubik's gotta be careful because he can get caught out and die fairly easily.
But now Dire are just taking the racks instead of the towers. This is where the plan falls apart. And despite their, they do have a fast push, but as Pugna goes down, and actually, more go down. The Ogre and the Night Stalker. Big teleport cancels.
Yeah, there's the Chrono Mortimer Kiss combo. We were talking about the team fight that Radiant had, and we're seeing the wombo combo that the Dire have between Mortimer's Kisses and Chrono.
Definitely.
You do have to be. They said they only have one big. They have one big cooldown to worry about, and when it's up, and you have to be careful about that because Snapfire is ready to go whenever. And you still have follow pick-off stuns between Beastmaster and Sniper in the backlines, and the legend Mercari over here on his Rubik is, he's just waiting in the wings, ready to kill it all the time.
I believe, luckily for IBAD here, it is a long cooldown for the Roshan as Juggernaut gets found out here. Oh no, that is a... Oh, it's not! He pops the Omni Slash! But the Glimmer Cape is there, and now full retreat from Juggernaut. Has to be careful. The Roar comes out. Juggernaut falls. Alina is going to have the opportunity to push top. Maybe get a lane of their own. But they'll have to be very careful as 5 AM are looking for blood. This Beastmaster pushes fast.
The petting zoo of Beastmaster coming. Not quite a full zoo.
Not
Definitely
quite.
a petting zoo.
But actually, it looks like Radiant might be looking at play to try and make a move here, as they're getting quite a bit of territory here. Sniper, though, just pulling away from the low ground, much like the Medusa of last game. Although, we are seeing the Faceless Void getting low. The Silence is going to make it in time. The BKB comes out. He does manage to time lock. Is healing now. But, well, I was going to say, he doesn't have the time walk to heal himself. But he does just heal from the Mask of Madness. Also, I just want to take a quick second to shout out whoever decided to name his abilities Time Walk and Time Lock. That's just cruel.
It's not very bad, and you know, I didn't even notice it. But yeah, Insane Chaos asking if he, I didn't. I think he did.
It did seem like it lacked damage. Oh no, he has backtrack. Of course.
Oh, what?
A tale as old as time. Listen.
You remember when Backtrack was just the passive ability Faceless Void had, and how annoying it was that half of everything you do to him was just no, it didn't happen?
I was gonna say, do you remember all those old videos of like a Faceless Void 1v5ing because every big nuke just gets backtracked? And we've just had a flashback to that moment now.
Where he could just say, nah, you know what? No, it didn't happen. Oh, and he's got a Timeless Relic. Oh, that's awful. Oh, the magic lamp on the side of Radiant for IBAD.
Left to take the Illusionist Cape instead. Now things are looking pretty dangerous for Radiant.
I definitely think you want your Timeless Relic on your Rubik or on your Beastmaster.
Timeless Relic on Timeless Relic feels so dirty on Rubik. And there's like always another hero that wants it, I feel like. But this game, no one's taken. Maybe Snapfire is electing to carry it. Nope. Snapfire takes the Quickening Charm. I guess he wants that Flicker Blink, but I mean, come on. The Timeless Relic, how can you refuse it?
Waiting buys a gem. So probably got annoyed with the Glimmer Cape save of Rubik. Not entirely sure why, but
It's no reason not to. It gives you the opportunity to deward. It counters the Glimmer Capes, obviously. You know, it's not too surprising to see a team pick it up at this stage of the game, I guess.
Fair enough.
Oh, but Juggernaut Bird has decided to commit as he queues up the Divine.
That is a risky click, but you know, if he believes it, I believe it.
I think it might be the right buy here. I feel like at this stage you have to do something big. And that's certainly large.
Yeah, I guess, like...
He got caught by the Faceless Void. The Chronosphere is there. How... I don't know how he had vision, if I'm being honest.
I think he just queued up, and he was just gonna farm and saw him there, and just... I think that was just haphazard, where he just went up there, saw him, and chronoed.
I mean, that's also what I was thinking until, but there's just, he attacked him so fast. It looked like it was, planned. But man, Radiant. I don't think Dire knows Jug doesn't have buyback, because it is a gold issue. They don't know that. But this could be game if Dire pushes fast enough. I don't think Dire can come back from Megas.
Yeah, I don't think Radiant, they can't. They don't have the means to really. And yeah, there they go. There comes the GG push down mid.
Yeah,
They're probably going to take that. They're probably going to go for the tier 3 tower bottom and the racks
that's what I'd imagine as well.
to try and force a buyback out of Jug.
Exactly. That's what I would think too. They're ought to clear the creeps, which is unnecessary. But here they are now. Oh, and there it is, Rubik.
Rubik stole Nether Blast. Goodbye.
This feels real bad. As Dire, they're not even backing up. They've decided the game ends here.
This is it. You have eggs. You have Chrono up in 60.
Judge, looking for something. There is no Chrono. The silence doesn't even come out. As instantly Night Stalker falls. A buyback will be forced if they want to defend. Radiant, they're taking a lot of time. They don't have this kind of time to take. As somehow Juggernaut's bounced all the way over the Sniper and is now isolated off. He will fall to the stolen Laguna Blade. And I think this is it.
That's it. This is the
Falls.
Ancient Dead.
GG. 5 a.m. They take the series and will advance to the next round.
This is, yeah, 2-0 by 5 a.m. Gonna go on to meet Grim next week, and